Welcome to Rutgers. Thank you.
Who am I sending to Rutgers? I'm sending my son.
My elder daughter.
Our twin sons.
This is a really big event for my wife and myself because it's our first child going away to college.
I think it's huge for both of us. I think all of a sudden we're going to be empty nesters in one flash. And they haven't ever lived away from us.
For students, it's a big deal because they're leaving their comfort zone for the very first time. But it's also a big deal for parents because we, as parents, have always had control over everything.
A lot of times we focus on this transition all happening when school begins, but during the summertime, it's a good opportunity to maybe test drive some of these things. And so maybe we should not have a curfew for the rest of summer and see how that works out.
We're trying, especially this summer, we're trying to give them a little more freedom, a little more responsibility.
I have a few tips for parents that I usually share at orientation. If you're checking in with your students and you say, how are things going? And you get the answer of, oh, fine, pretty good, dig deeper. Ask them who their favorite professor is. Ask them how their roommate is. Ask them if they've joined a club or an organization. During the first week of school, their students may be on stimulus overload. Is it normal for them to not call me for a week? Yes, that's totally normal.
Talk about how you're going to discuss grades. Talk about how much you're going to communicate.
It is a little weird, but that's where I'm trying to, get my own life back and try, do some things that I'd like to do.
We were married for 10 years before we had them, so it's trying to remember what that was like, the things we used to do, the traveling.
You really may feel like you have some energy to try some new things on your hands, so take advantage of that. Pick up a new hobby, learn a new skill, start a band.
It's hard for the kids as well. They need to know that you're still going to be there. And that's the most important thing. And not calling them 5 million times a day. Hang in there. Enjoy new things, and honestly, you'll be okay. I promise.